guys, I'm going to be building the PC now. If you aren't familiar, I have the link in the description for the video. It's a giveaway PC, but if you win, you have to pay for shipping. It's going to be in the United States, only in the 48 states. So here's the case I'm going to be using. I cleaned her up a little bit. There's a little bit of paper towel, sorry. So yeah, she's looking pretty clean. Comes included with a nice Thermaltake fan, RGB ring around it. And I don't know about that fan, if that's RGB. There's one right there, and this one LED for sure, and then another one I have. So I didn't look at the model number of that. It's kind of hard to see within the grill. But that one's gonna be facing it's gonna be two right here, intake, and then it's gonna exhaust out and up. And yeah, so the SSD is going to go up top right here. The hard drive is going to be mounted down here. I do have another, like if it doesn't just work perfectly fine and slides on here, I have a hard drive like tray that I can have in here, so it's protected and everything like that. So got the components laid out. I dusted off the power supply. She's looking pretty clean from what it was. It's not perfect, but it's looking pretty clean. So yep, I'm gonna start building. Traditionally, you use your motherboard box that comes with, brand new, but if you don't have a motherboard box, because like I got mine used, just use Monopoly box, Monopoly Empire. I still gotta play it. I got a couple of Monopoly games. I got Star Wars one, and then this one. Alright, so it's a, what is it? What's the brand of this one? It's in, the model number is H61MXE, and it did pass all the testing from this supplier. The tech, I don't know all this information here, but it says it's working, it's good, it's excellent. So I'm hoping everything will be a-okay. So I got some bubble wrap. Not gonna do that right now. Nice. The packaging, the IO shield is by itself. That is cool. I appreciate that. And it is, I'd actually have to cut into it. So that is cool. I thought it'd be kind of like loosey-goosey and then just slip it out. Nice. These scissors are good for zip ties, but not for this. So that's cool. Let me use a knife here. A little kitchen knife. Hopefully it doesn't hurt my Monopoly box. Okay, I just got my nail. It's fine. Okay, so here's the board. Is that good too? Oh, balls. Just lift it up a little. Okay. Yeah, the board is nothing insane, nothing high end, but it's very clean. It does have your front panel header from your power button switch, your reset, your hard drive LED or SSD LED, and everything right there. So it is compatible. It's not like it's not what's it called, proprietary at all. It will work with pretty much everything of this, CPU and cases and everything. Here's your 24 pin, 20 plus 4. You got two DIMMs right there, PCIe right here. Here's your, I think that's HD audio, or USB. There's your USBs and HD audio right here. And for I/O, it has 4 USB 2s. Got your audio right here. Got Ethernet. I don't know what version, but it'll be decent, And it does have VGA and HDMI, and then PS2 up there. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry. Yep, PS2 right there for older mouse and keyboard and stuff. Your CPU fan headers right there. Supplies a 4-pin for the CPU. But yeah, nothing too much to say. The power delivery is actually better than other basic ones. Is actually halfway decent. But yeah, nothing. You can't overclock it, of course. Just leave it stock, and it should be good. But yeah, very clean, super clean. And it even came with a a CPU like socket protector type thing. It's by Foxconn, LGA 1155, I do believe. I don't know why it doesn't say LGA 1155. It just says LGA 1150X or 5X. But yeah, Foxconn right there. And yeah, let's pop the CPU in. So that's cool. Might as well just take the IO shield out. Also really clean. No logo right there, but that's fine. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. Throw it for tradition. Okay. So hopefully everything is golden on her. Let's make sure I am. Let me zoom up a little bit. Okay, so if you don't know how to build a PC, I guess this is a guide as well. Just got the retention arm, pull a little bit out and up. And let's take a look, actually, of all the pins. How beautiful are you? Are you super cute? Okay, that's looking really nice, actually. I'm not seeing anything wrong with it at all. Well, it looks like perfect. It looks new. Very nice. Happy about that. Okay, I'll take out my Intel i5 2500 here. Hopefully this is also golden. It doesn't have pins. This is LGA, and if the motherboard didn't have pins and the CPU have pins, that'd be pin grid array. That was like older AMDs, but now they switched it to LGA. Okay, I got the CPU for $10. Oh, try this. Probably can't focus on it. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, she's looking pretty good as well. Very nice. Alright. So you got your triangle right here in the bottom left corner, and you got your little triangle right there in the bottom left corner of your motherboard. And you have like little contact cutouts and stuff like that, and you have your cutouts for your socket right here. Just lightly place her down, and then give her a little shake. A lot of people don't do that. They just like, okay, I'm good, let's go, and then like trying to be in a rush or something. Put it in gently, and then just like move around a little bit, you know? Just make sure she's fully seated. And then just kind of apply pressure, a good amount of force, and then this will pop off. Or if it doesn't have one, it won't pop off, obviously. It's not there. Yeah, so that was how to install your CPU. Got some Aeronaut Thermal Grizzly thermal paste. I think I have the thermal paste applicator or spreader in here as well. I do, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so I got Thermal Grizzly, thermal paste, and then my Thermal Grizzly spreader. I do believe this is it. It might be an aftermarket one. I forgot. I've had this for a while. You could apply it right now, and then the cooler. I probably actually do that. So the cooler that I'll be using is a Cooler Master CM1 CM. Is it CM? 12 volt? I don't know. I don't know. That can't be the name. It's got the pin numbers and stuff. I guess it doesn't really have a name, but it's by Cooler Master, and it's pretty decent for like older CPUs and stuff. But it doesn't have any like little pins, push clips like stock Intel. It has actual like screws and springs and everything like that. So it's really nice. I just have to go get a bracket to put on the back of it. Okay, so I had like 5 or 6 different socket like covers for the CPU like mounting system and stuff. I have like 775 and other LGAs and everything. You can adjust some. Some don't line up, some do, just for different like generations and stuff. So it's pretty zoomed in. Okay. I can't see it. Okay, so there's, I don't know the brand of this one, but it works perfectly fine and it fit into place nicely. So just like that. Is that good? Perfect. Awesome. So now it'll line up. Let me just double check, verify. 2 right there, and 1 and 2. There you go. That worked perfectly fine. So that's what it would look like once it's completely screwed on. So they, a bunch of people, even like professionals and stuff, and I almost did quotation marks, but like people that know what they're doing, build PCs all the time. They do a grain of rice and then it pushes the, you know, you evenly put the cooler down and it spreads almost completely, contacts the top of the CPU heatsink, you know. But the corners sometimes don't get kind of like a circle effect, you know, because a circle that they do. And you can apply it a bunch of different ways, but how I like to do it is you do like a good amount like that, and don't pull the plunger up because then you're allowing air to go in there. I can give it a little bit. There you go. Okay, so then you just screw it on nicely. And then, where's my other paper towel here? Okay. You just kind of apply thermal paste 100% manually and just spread it. If you buy thermal paste new, it will probably come with a thermal paste applicator tool type thing. That was a little bit too much. See, I have a little bit more. I just wasted a little bit. This stuff is very nice and spreads very nicely. And if you have too much thermal paste, it's not going to hurt your system at all, like zero. It'll just make a mess. That's the bad thing about it. So yeah, there is 100% of the the CPU, and no worries there. So she good. And I don't have any alcohol. I have wine. I could put that. I'm just kidding. I don't have any alcohol, like rubbing alcohol or what's it called? Forgot the name of it, but like to clean the CPU thermal paste a little bit better than this to get everything off. But I wiped it with a paper towel, so she's good to go. No complaints. And I have 2 zip ties on this 4-pin CPU fan header right there, cable. So it's gonna go like this. That's gonna be the best, because if I do this, then the cable would have to stretch. I'd have to undo it, so you have to, you know, kind of line it up. It's common sense here. And then just kind of mount, line it up. There you go. And so the screws is flat head here. What am I setting up? Stupid sticky thing. Okay. So I think I'll use this one again and just, even though it's not magnetized, whatever, stupid thing. This one should be fine. So I'm trying to do everything by myself. Okay, so you go crisscross, boom, boom, and I'll go boom, boom, and I'll just keep on going like this. And is that gonna work? Fine, nice. Get that threaded in. Nice, okay, I'll go to the other side. Okay, I'll go to the top one, top right. Okay, bottom left. Okay, and then repeat it. Kind of in the way, sorry guys. You get it though. Okay, feel it going down. And then the final one, I'll just, you know, snug her up completely. So this one kind of is, it's like working, but it's a little bit too big. I'm not going to be able to get that one tighter, so I'll just put this one in it, might as well. And it's barely even in there. The magnet's really bad in that one too. All right. I have to do it again because it was kind of falling out of the the flathead. Oh, there you go. That's completely tight now. Okay, go up. That's snug. That's snug as well. This one can go a little bit more. Okay, so snug, and then just double check everything. Just that one's good. I don't want to go more. That one's nice as well, and then double check this one. That one's good. Okay, so just double check everything. It's looking good. And then let's see where can you see that. Okay, so this is a CPU fan header right here, and you got little grooves. See right there, the plastic kind of rises and stuff. It's that little clip right there. So you gotta go like up. Am I in the way still? Okay. Just like that. So that's looking pretty clean. Just chilling a little bit right there. It's looking really nice though. Okay. Install memory now. Let's go a little. There's a lot of color on this motherboard. Alright, so the memory is the G.Skill Ripjaws. And I have to use my knife again to open this because it's sealed pretty good. This stuff is like super clean. They did a good job. As long as everything works and the presentation, the cleanliness of everything is just super nice. There's a little imperfection on the sticker right there, but like, and little paint imperfection as well, but they look super solid. Super sick for being like, I don't know when they came out, but they're really nice. I like them. Yep, DDR3 1600, cast latency 99924 at 1.5 volts. So if you've never installed memory before or just seeing how I do it, it's got your little clips to push back and up. It's trying to get away from me. You got your little notch, and it'll look different. The notch will be in different places with DDR3, DDR4. I think DDR4 and DDR5 are the same notches, but I think I don't know about 1 and 2. I do have some laying around, but I don't want to verify it right now. But yeah, you just look at your notch, make sure everything's compatible and stuff, and just, you know, when you first buy it and just when you're about to install it, make sure the notch is hooked up with that notch, you know, just line it properly, and which this one is, and then apply even pressure. That was a solid click. I like it. Do the same thing with here, and usually the stickers on the side, like if you do one right, just copy it kind of thing, but you know, you can always double check even if maybe the sticker was taken off and put on the other side for some dumb reason if you get used, I don't know. And didn't make a click. Okay, there we go. Just took it out and put it back in just so I can hear that click. They're actually slightly different. Look at the sticks. I mean, the heat spreader like goes out completely, and then this one doesn't. See? So that's weird. Same kit, right? I mean, it is used, so they might have just been like, okay, that works. Was the cast latency 99924? Same? Pretty sure it was. 03 1600. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The model number might be a tiny bit different just because the heat spreader is different, but whatever. Should be good. So yeah, there is a completed CPU and memory installation, and it's good to go. I don't have any M.2s. It doesn't even support it. Otherwise, you would install an M.2 if you have one, for, you know, if it was compatible. So I'll be installing the motherboard in the case now. So when you get a used case, even if you get a new one, there's still human error in like putting it together and all that stuff. I have a screwdriver right here with a what is this bit? What's it called? It's called a 5 5.0. Maybe T, is it T5? I don't know. Anyways, this is the exact same like fitment perfectly for a motherboard standoff. What I was getting at is you have to make sure the standoffs line up with the holes in your motherboard, and because you don't want to short anything and it'll wreck it, you know what I mean? So make sure they line up perfectly fine, and also if they're completely tight, because if they're not tight and you try to do a screw and it's not threading in all the way and it just keeps on going, you're going to be very upset and it's just going to be a bad time. So first you grab your cooler, and I got my IO shield right there. I'll make sure that's good. So I got 2 holes, 2 holes, and 2 holes. So these are identical, so that's good. And then those ones are a little bit separated. So let's go, how many do I have right here? Let's go 2. Okay, so I can already tell that this standoff right here needs to go up here because these need to be matched, and then everything's good. I can just do it by eye because there's only a couple holes. Standoffs, yep. So that's how you do that. So this one will be easy. Just you have to have the plastic thing threaded the other way. Perfect. And do it by hand real quick, probably. And then other way. Not too tight though. I don't want to strip it. Okay, that was good. That was not good. Ooh, that's not good at all. It's not stopping. Can I do it until it's kind of snug? Okay, so that one's not really working, guys. I can't do it by hand, so it's like halfway in there, but it won't be snug as a bug on a rug. So let me undo it right here, and then I'll do this one over here, and then just try to see if they're the exact same standoffs, and then a little bit magnetized. Okay, cool. And then make sure this one, the one on my right, is the good one, or potential good one. Okay. So this one right here, the threading might be bad right there. It might be stripped. So let's just see if it's good. Okay, so that's tight by hand. Let's see by. Nice, that was solid. Okay, and then right here, tight. This one in the corner, kind of hard to get at. It's easier without fans in your system. Alright, that one's snug as well. That one's snug. And that one is also snug. Okay, so all the standoffs that you need are snug, and I have one more right there, and I'll just throw this one in the system in case you upgrade motherboards or something and you don't have no standoffs. But as long as it's tight to the hand and you get the screw that it's not cross-threaded, and you just lightly go and then you snug it, it can work. It's just like if you're on an angle or something, and it can. I've had problems with that before, so. Okay, so you're good to go there. I'm just thinking, if I don't really have any cutouts for the CPU cable to come, like usually it's in the corner, top left corner, and then you can pull it through and then connect it. And sometimes you can do it before, so you then hook it up to the motherboard so you don't have to kind of finagle and do all that. But this one doesn't really have the cutouts properly for the CPU cable, so just take your I/O, clean it up first. So I want to come completely clean. It's fine. Line it up to where the motherboard is, just like that. It goes like indents and stuff. You go through this way, and just make sure all your little flaps aren't going to be inside your ports. So these ones will be good to go. Do it like this so you guys can just see it. Okay, go just like that, and then up. Nice. Up. Okay, that was solid. Okay, and then grab your cooler just like that. And crap. Okay, so you want to line it up. Can't really show you while I'm doing this at the same time. Line it up with the holes, so get your I/O and everything. So everything's lining up, all the USB and the audio and everything, and just shove it through so it's like firm, pressed up against your I/O shield, and then set it down lightly on the standoffs. They should line up perfectly fine. And sometimes if it doesn't line up perfectly, like 100%, you give a little bit of pressure, and then it'll line up perfectly fine, which is fine. This case is, it's not like the most beefiest one ever. It has a tiny bit of flex, and everything is fine. It mostly lines up, so that's fine. And it's important to, actually before, you could just check with, if you have screws that came with, it's a brand new motherboard, then you're fine. But your motherboard screws, just kind of like pre-thread it. I got a couple standoffs here so I can, okay, so this is perfect, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna use my better screwdriver, which is over here. See, magnetic tip. Put a little pressure. There we go, that's all I need. There we go, that was solid. So this one takes, what, 2, 4, 6? Don't fall, screw. My magnet screwdriver is not very good. That's better. Okay. Nice and solid. Nice. Okay. Nice and solid as well. There we go. Everything's going perfectly fine. Nice. And the last one, a little shaky, sorry. There we go. Back up. Alright, so your motherboard is completely secured in your PC, and if you apply the cables and your power supply and stuff, you can get it booted up fine without a graphics card, but then you can't get in. Who wants to do that? Okay, so your next step would be 2 rows of orange and 2 rows of green and 1 little yellow piece right there. So, how you do it, if you're new to the building and stuff, you got power LED. It's going to be positive on the left and negative on the right. So it's going to be the top orange, 1 and 2, and then bottom orange, 3 and 4 is going to be your hard drive LED, which is going to be positive and negative. So left for positive, right for negative. So I'll do the positive and negative for the power LEDs first. You could go bottom first, but whatever's easier for you. Just pull it away real quick. So these are some of them are different. If you're going like newer PC, it's possible you have like a little clip that all these like little headers and stuff go into one and then just snugger in, you know. This one does not. So older cases and even today's a lot of them, just you have to do this. They don't have that little adapter thing, which is stupid. So you got the power LEDs, there we go, and then hard drive LED. It's going to be, give it some more slack here. There we go, positive and negative, 3 and 4 pin. Boop. There we go. So that's good to go right there. I don't know if it's even showing. Okay, it is. Okay. Now, give it a little bit more. There we go. Now, pin top 1 and 2 of green. That's going to be power switch. So it's going to be, your power switch right here. This one doesn't have, okay, so you got a little arrow right here on the right side right now. That is going to be your positive, so that makes, it's on the right side right now, so you flip it like that, and now it's on your left. See? Boop. So that's going to be on top of, let me just move this around real quick. Okay, so there we go. So that's going to be on pin one, top 1 and 2, and then bottom 1 of 2, I'll just say that. That's going to be your reset switch underneath power switch, which right side right now is going to be positive. For some reason, reset switch is the opposite. That's the only one that's the opposite. It's negative positive instead. So just take your positive arrow and do right instead of left, how I've been telling you guys. But look it up if you don't believe me. I'll show you a diagram on screen now, actually, just so you believe me. And let's try to do this. It's hard. And my hand's in the way it might be, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have another camera person to do it. There we go. So negative, positive for the reset switch on the bottom pin right underneath the power switch one. So now you have a lot of access room. You could zip tie it, and I'll do cable management later. It'll look like clean like that. It'd be nice. Okay. So next one is going to be your USB and your HD audio. So got my HD audio. I'm going to be pulling it from the same spot because right here I have a cutout. That's going to be your power supply is actually going to go there and cover everything up. So that cutout's really dumb. I don't know why that's there. So we got your HD audio. So your HD audio is going to be the black one right there. Can you see that? There you go. Now you can. Sweet. So the black HD audio, you can see F audio right there, front panel audio. You're gonna have a missing pin in the 4th slot, top row. It's missing pin right there, top row. So you just go. Oh, this has an LED strip too, and it's blue. I forgot. So you get an LED strip that's blue, so that's cool. Another lighting effect. And just kind of, it'll be like flat like that. The graphics card would kind of hide it, you know, but it is what it is right now. So that's a little header right there for fan. I'll do that later. This is HD audio. I'm sorry, not HD audio, I just did that. This is USB. Right there it says USB, and then you look at it, it's missing a pin. It's a blank pin on top right, so if I put it in, it's going to be top left. So HD audio, oh, it's bottom. These one is USB 1 and USB 2 in case you have, you know, multiple. So I'm going to go like this, so it's bottom right now if I do that. There we go. So I can zip tie everything and make it look really clean and nice for what I have to work with, you know what I mean? Okay, so hopefully you guys saw that and I didn't have anything covered. I might have had everything covered. So this one right here, it's really hard. It'd be nice if I had a camera operator. So you see that one right there, the missing pin at the bottom? It's exactly mirrored. It's the two identical headers, USB 1, USB 2. So you just kind of line it up perfectly, use common sense, and snug her in. Okay, so cables I'm missing. Ooh, does this have USB 3? It does not. USB 3 will not be in the top front panel and the motherboard I/O. So you can get USB 3 if you get an adapter card. If you really want USB 3 for transferring files much faster than USB 2. You have this little PCIe right here, or PCI. I forgot the name of that completely. But if you have a USB 3 card that has the same connections as that port right there, this yellow one right here, and you use an expansion right here, and if it advertises it can go up to USB 3 or very close to it, then you can get USB 3 on a case or on a motherboard that doesn't have USB 3. So that's what I would suggest if you guys really want it. So I took this fan out, and the cable starts here, and I wrapped it on here and then added a zip tie through this hole right here, and then it's gonna go like this, and then the cable just kind of plugs into the system fan header. Looks pretty clean. Okay, so that's a little bit better for you guys to see. Okay, so now I have the CPU, the cooler, the CPU, the thermal paste, the cooler, the cable so it sees it and detects it, and the fan can spin. The memory is installed. The motherboard, of course, is installed. The fan, this fan is installed. The HD audio, the USB, the front panel header connectors are all good. So now I need my power supply, and the SSD, the hard drive, and the rest of the fans to be plugged in the graphics card. So a couple more steps, should be good. My EVGA 600 watt power supply. It has a ventilation in the bottom, and it's rised, so it's going to take kind of fresh air from the bottom and exhaust it out right here. So that's how I usually face this fan downwards. It's recommended. Alright, just like that. And you got your screws. Are these the right screws? They're a little bit different design than I'm used to. Let me see. The heads on them are slightly different, but the threading might be identical. Oh yeah, that's nice. Could use black ones, but I don't have that many of them, to be honest. So, you know, whoever gets this PC can always get black ones and match. A little bit sleeker. Okay, that's good. Oh. One more. I'll move these screws off this Monopoly box just so I don't accidentally hit it and then the screws go everywhere. Okay, so the power supply is good to go. I have to take a couple of these for the graphics card here. If that lines up perfectly fine with the expansion slot. Okay, I was going to use that LED strip, but instead I'm not gonna, because that would be like a USB sticking out, and I would have to like go up through this or something. It would look kind of bad, but this one is already in the back and routed nicely, so I just have to plug her in and stuff. Okay, so next would be cables for the motherboard and everything from the power supply. So we got a little tab on top of this 4-pin CPU plug-in switch socket, you know. Which is going to be, you can also look at the holes. There's like a square, and then there's a square that kind of rounds off into, like, I don't know what you would call it. So you kind of find the, you have two 4s right here, and you have to find the tab these tabs right here go up, so look at it. And the top is going to be a square, which is not that one. Okay, so this one is it, right here. So a square, square, and then bottom left is going to be that one I'm talking about, and then top right. So it's this one right here. That's what I mean, lighting. There we go, click. There we go, and this other part of it is just kind of chilling there. You could just put it right next to the fan. And I'll tighten everything up so it'll be out of the way and look halfway decent. So you got the CPU power, so that's good to go. Now you can do your motherboard power. This cable is longer than where I need it to go, so I'm just going to pull it out slightly. I'm gonna come up through here actually, I'll go a little bit more. And you got the tab right here. So you got your tab right here. Can always push it back in too. Okay, so it's 20 plus 4. You just make sure it lines up like that. Nice, I got it. SSD, so I can pull cables through this right here, but it's going to be pretty tight, I think. Let me see. That's pretty snug. I'm going to go, let me see if it's actually snug. Last time I built in this, let me see. I can come in through here, I think. I'll go out, but then it's going to stick out. I think I'll do the hard drive this way. I'm going to do the SSD sticking out that way. Let's see if I can, and then I'll use the other cable for the hard drive sticking out this way. Let me see if that'll work. Okay. Show you how to install it. So you get your two, this is SATA data, and then this is SATA power right here. So you kind of just match it with like a little, it's like a little L. And just kind of plug, just match it up, just like that. And then same thing with the SATA data. I'll get that in a second. Here. Okay, so now we have the SSD mounted. Okay, so it's powered and it's not being, I don't have the SATA cable plugged in right now, but I'm about to right now actually. So let's see, I'll go in through this side right here and I'll go in through the first one, just like, only goes in one way, and that was a solid click right there. It looks like you can do it from the bottom maybe. Stomach keeps on making noises. Okay, so I used different screws and it was snug as a bug and a rug, and she was good to go. She's not moving at all. Okay, so I got the GPU ones, just chuck that over there. Let's tidy this up a little bit, halfway decent, and plug her in. Just like, there we go. So kind of like, so, just tuck her in. It's a little close, but she'll be fine. The bow's out a little bit, like this. Oh yeah, nice. I'm not even forcing it at all. Yep, that's fine. Yep, there's no like forcing it at all. Nice. Okay, I'm happy about that. And it does come out a little bit just because the housing of it, you know. So it is a kind of a nice bend at the end, but she is fine and not gonna damage it at all. Okay, so all we have to do is power the fans and the graphics card. I'm gonna do the graphics card now, and then the fans will have the 4-pin Molex, which I could. I'll do the fans real quick right there. And we got. So we got. I think I can do it outside. Let's see. Do I have enough room? That's the question. There's not a lot of room down here. I'll go out here then. Okay, so I got 3 and I can turn around for you guys. Okay. So I can tuck that one in there. Okay. Okay, so this one is, you can give it power. So yeah, these are like the worst connections. I agree with like everybody who said, whoever uses them, they're just terrible. They come out, you have to like guide it, the cables, and then sometimes it still wants to pop off. They're just like awful. But these are going really nice and smooth. No problem here so far. Oh yeah, that was fine. Okay, yep. Nothing's popping out. No individual like little pins are popping out. I'm like struggling, you know. Okay, so this one's powered, this one's powered, this one is powered. This one is going to here, which is being powered. So I think everything's good except this fan right here, which can be powered as well. Oh, other way. Oh, that one wants to pop off. Of course, last one. Okay, that one's fine. It barely came out. It's pretty much identical. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, so this just needs to be tucked in nicely, and can prop that one in, and I can push this one in as well. Okay. Okay, so I finally found another very short 90-degree angle bend. So, yep, I think she's gonna clear. Put the graphics card in. There we go. Perfect. That was good to go. Awesome. That little clip right there. That's fine. Alright, and then you got a couple screws right here that you have to line up and make sure the graphics card isn't going anywhere. And it takes one 6-pin. You got the little tab on the bottom right there, so you have to match it up with the, I have one hand, guys, so forgive me, but yeah. Okay, everything is hooked up. I got the power button switch on, so let's see if she works. Here it goes. Nice. Nice. She's working, guys. So LED fan right there, LED fan right there, and LED fan right there. It is a little bit on the loud side. Is that fan spinning? It looks like it. I think it quiets down, getting devices ready, nice. I think it quiets down when it's in like Windows and stuff like that. Yeah, she's a little bit loud. Awesome. I don't have Ethernet hooked up right now. Oh, it doesn't have Wi-Fi, so you'd have to either get a Wi-Fi card that has that little, connection right there on the motherboard, or just hook up Ethernet, which Ethernet's better anyways. Okay, so it is a little bit on the loud side still. Probably one of the fans that's a little bit louder. I mean, she's kicking out some air though, but it might be this top fan. I don't know. Awesome. Okay. I need to clean this off a little bit. This was a sticker right here. I didn't get all of it off. But anyways, i5 2500, 3.4 so far gigahertz. GTX 660, it sees it. 8 gigs of RAM, it sees that. Here's the SSD, and here is the hard drive. Awesome. So let's go into this PC, File Explorer. go to why? Okay, just type in this PC. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there's a 400 gig and there's the 240 gig right there. So I already have Borderlands pre-sequel, Destiny 2, Fortnite. I haven't used this hard drive in a while. And then Rainbow Six Siege, and then some Steam games. Bad North, Chess, Deep the Game, I don't know, Descent, Iron Sight, Portal 2, Star Wars, War Robots, Warships. So yeah, there's a few games already. That's cool. So everything is working. I'm gonna hook up Ethernet right now, and let me just check Firmark right here, see if I have it, and check Steam. I need to hook up my Ethernet right now. Before I do this, let me just do 720p. Actually, I'll do 1080p. I'll do 1080p without MSAA and see how many FPS. Also, I don't know my. We're getting 32 FPS, 51C on the GPU so far at 100% usage. I'm gonna Alt Tab out of here, and then I need to open up. Come on. I don't know why it's not opening up. Go to MSI Afterburner. There, it's not on start. There we go, now it is. There we go. I haven't checked updates on this, so I'm sure it needs some updates, which I'll do. So right now I have 74% of the fan curve right now at 1005 on the core. I can raise the boost frequency. Or not the big boost frequency, but the power limit, which actually it does change the turbo clock of the graphics card a little bit higher and longer. You give it a little bit more power right there, and then apply. So let's see how many FPS I'm getting now. It's 64 right now, 65. The temperature limit of the CPU is kind of blocked. I don't know why it won't let me. It's kind of capped, or like it's not even highlighted. You can't change anything. Okay, so the GPU isn't changing from 66, it's staying about 66, and I'm getting about 32 FPS still. So 66, 67, and what's the CPU at? I haven't checked that. Oh, right there, 43, 42 degrees Celsius. Nice. Alright, I'll check a game though. So while I'm discovering Rocket League, I'm doing a Rocket League, Portal 2, and 2015 or 14 Tomb Raider. So those are my 3 games I'm going to be testing. So NVIDIA GeForce Experience driver is just the automatic one, like the newest, like the GeForce Experience software. It would not load on the GTX 660. It said it's not compatible with the launcher is not like, it's too new for the hardware. So what you do is go, like I typed in GeForce Experience drivers GTX, or I typed in 660, and that popped up. I went under drivers, and then I could do automatic or search manually, which I typed in 600 series, GTX 660, Windows 10, English, and I chose Game Ready driver. And then after I searched for it, I chose the there was a bunch of like options. I chose the oldest one, and then after it had a little launcher, it asked me if I want to download NVIDIA GeForce Experience, probably an older version, or just the driver itself. So I just did the driver itself. I just wanted it to work perfectly fine, and maybe it's going to be a little easier on the system as well because it doesn't have another piece of software to run in the background or something like that. So a couple more minutes, and yeah, be doing some testing. So I'm going to play some Portal 2 first. I only have sound coming out of this speaker right here, so the audio is kind of weird. Plus I'm talking and it's on an angle and stuff, whatever. Okay, so my MSI Afterburner overlay isn't working for this game. I'm going to try my other games. Hopefully it'll be working. I'm getting 200, and I'll make it bigger too. 284, 286 FPS. It's an easy game to run. I'm just going to max her out. It's 1080p. Okay. Window no border, I guess I'll do full screen. Let's do apply. Alright, and advance. It's 4x MSA, 8x CSA. I don't know what's better. Oh, 8x 16. I guess I'll go this one because it's the last one. Disable that. Okay, can I go higher than very high? Okay, so that's maxed out. And should be good to go. Single player. Continue game. See if I remember.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
The screen tearing's a little rough on here. With a higher refresh rate monitor, maybe you can't tell as much, but they're pretty noticeable here, even just moving lightly. But you can just cap it to 60 and then be fine. But yeah, 283, 286 FPS. The sensitivities, I'd raise it up a little bit more, but it's fine for right now, I guess. I haven't played this game in a minute. Alright, so now what? I got one here. I have to go on that one, I think. So let me put that down, tap that, and go in here, set down. Easy. Wait, what? Where's the door? Where's the door? Here, right? So, here now?
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
I turned down the system fans in this PC, so she's a lot quieter. It was like 100%, and I did smart. I enabled like a smart fan systems and system fans and CPU fans and stuff. Check the okay, the GPU is at like 52, 56. The usage is really good in the high 90, 94, 98, nice. GPU temperature got up to 69, nice. And then it went down because I got out of the application. Okay, so 69, and it was pretty much 67, 68, 69. It was just about that temperature. Looking at the CPU. Okay, the CPU was at 46, 47. Nice. And yep, that's 54 on one of the cores. About high 40s and low 50s. So yeah. Oh, in usage. What about usage? Curious about that. Go up one. Wow. In this game, I'm checking the other games, of course, but in this game, we're looking at. Okay, this is now. Before it was like, let me 50. Let me just go into the use. Go into the
that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
Okay. All right. I gave enough time and go to it. So that got in the game, and then okay. So I was only at 60%. So in this game, at least, it could handle a better GPU. The GPU is the bottleneck right now. So it could have a better GPU, and the CPU could be able to use it more. So that's cool. Let's let's get out of Portal now, and let's do Tomb Raider. It's a heavier game to run. Tomb Raider, oh, there it is. And hopefully the MSI Afterburner overlay would show, and I can actually... There! Yes, awesome. Okay, so that's working now. I got the GPU temperature, the usage, the clock speed, the CPU 1, so it's the CPU core 1, the temperature, which they're all going to be around the same. And then the usage of that, the RAM, how much RAM's used, how many frames I'm getting, the frame times, and the clock speed of the CPU, so that's cool. Alright, I actually wanted frame times as well. I don't know why that's not showing up, but okay. So let's max her out, except Hairworks. I'm not going to do that, because even on my 3090, I'm not going to do Hairworks. It's extremely demanding. So 60 Hertz is all I can do, double buffer, triple buffer, no. Can we turn that off? VSync. Off, thank you. So VSync is off, showing you guys my frames. Full screen on and on. Quality, let's go Ultra. Motion blur off. And apply. And then it'll show me my frames I'm going to be getting. And then I'm going to go to advanced and tune some more stuff. There we go. I'm getting 44 FPS so far. This is on Ultra, which is a lot. Let's not do Ultra. Let's do high. High and normal settings, alright? Even if it's an older game, it's still like not the highest end hardware, and I shouldn't be able to expect it to do Ultra on this. So advanced, okay, anisotropical filtering, let's go 4x, turn anti-aliasing off, unless I can go, oops, no. Shadows, okay, anti-aliasing, let's see if it'll allow me, okay. I don't know what SSAA is or the differences and stuff, but FXAA is bad, I know that. So I'm going to do 2x SSAA. High settings, depth of field, I'm going to do off, and SSAO again. Oh, that's different, sorry. Post processing, let's just turn that off, and turn that on. Okay, so at high and normal settings. See what we're going to be getting. 60, 63, 64, 65, 68, 63, 61. Okay, so around the 60s, that's cool. At least in this right here. So GPU is at 100% and CPU is like 52. Okay. So yeah, you could actually put a better graphics card in here and be okay. So that's cool. Let's just continue. Let's just go here. I don't want to go in the beginning and do the cutscene and stuff. I just want to get into the game. I broke a plate today. I bumped it and it fell on my kitchen floor and shattered. So that was fun. I was like, alright, sensitivity, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, wow, 82? 85 FPS? Oh no, I'm here. Crap. Let's turn it up a little bit here. Might be turned down in the options or something. 83, high 70s and 80s. GPU is at 70C right now. I don't know the fan curve, but I did it aggressively, so it should be good. And it's still not that crazy loud. I mean, it's not like super quiet, but let's jump up here now. There we go. So, okay, now it gets a little bit more demanding. Right now I'm getting 56, 57 FPS, and then it jumped up to 60. So let's see, right now, at 50s, 49, 52. I would actually leave these settings. So sometimes it might drop, like right now it's 41. That's a little on the low side. Even for this game, I would like it to be in like 60s average. But yeah, I mean, it's playable. It's, you know, let me just tune. I'll do no AA at all. See if that makes a difference. A big difference, hopefully. So right now I'm getting 64 FPS just with no anti-aliasing, which On this monitor right here, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have it a little bit, but it's not like terrible. It's, you mean you sit a couple feet away and it's not like, it was awful, you know, it's just like, yeah, it was nice, but, sure. Let me just keep on playing, come on. Pick up these arrows. I can't because I'm full, I gotcha. Let's shoot some stuff, huh? But yeah, 50s, high 50s, 60s FPS right here. So this is a high normal settings, no AA. And so shift is like crawling. Can I kill like an animal or something? Shoot that thing. Yes. Arrows just everywhere. How do you do flaming arrows? You just go up here and do this? There we go. I can do that, but not flaming arrows. But yeah, 60s, 70s. Sometimes if it gets more demanding, it's going to be in the low 60s. Okay, I'm not doing the storyline. I'm just doing gameplay and stuff. But yeah, 70s. I mean, this is a nice experience. The GPU, like I said, is the bottleneck. The CPU still has a little bit of room, leg room. It's at 51, 54%. Yeah, it has a little headroom. So that's cool. You could pop a 960 in here, a 970 maybe, maybe even a 1060. And I might do that later, just pop a 1060 in here and see if how much it improves. How many FPS you'd be gaining if you upgrade your GPU a little bit. So enough of that game. Let's yes, alright, cool. Let's go. What Rocket League I was gonna do as well. All right, where's Rocket League? Usually they don't have rap on here. Alright. Alright, so I don't know if I'm maxed out, but I'm getting 100, 127, 131, 85, 90%. Ooh, CPU is 100%. Okay. So with more frames, I mean, I know that. I mean, the easier to run, you know, certain games, your CPU can use more. So it's actually not using 100% of the GPU, it's more CPU bound in this game, but the other games were more GPU bound, so you guys did see that. Yeah. I'm gonna max her out, uncapped. I mean, it's not gonna get up to 360 FPS, but I don't want it capped. Depth of field off and motion blur off. Everything is maxed out, and high quality, that's the highest, yep. Okay, so we're maxed out 1080p, no motion blur, no depth of field. So now it's at 97, 87, we'll see. Alright, let's play with a bot or something. I'll go custom, private match, alright, we'll go pro bots, 2v2, and let's go. I usually play with a controller, but I'm just going to do keyboard and mouse right now. I don't have that much time, and I just want to get this done, and got to edit it later after work, got to make food and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be, we're the best. Let's go. So 97% usage, 87, 67, 73. What? Oh, jumping is right click. Yeah, pardon my gameplay, guys. I'm not good even with the controller in this game, so with a mouse and keyboard, I'm not even gonna. Okay. How do you activate it? There we go. It was like hour, I think. Yep. Hey, big jerk. Okay, so 117, 121, 124. Yes, sir. Come on. Okay, boosting is. Oh, what have I done? My bad. score at least once. Oh, come on. Why, bot? Oh, I'm so bad. So bad. I might not be able to score once. Nice. Okay, but yeah, you guys saw it. 115, 116, 130, around there. Mostly. High graphics usage, like 96, 97 was average, but sometimes it dips. Oh, okay. The CPU is actually not being used as much now. It's 48%. 59, 43. Okay, I don't know why. I don't think it was because it was being loaded in or something like that. Like all the textures are like, it was all good. Okay, 80s now. Oh. So I guess right now it's fine. Now 47. I mean, it does peak in the 80s, but the usage of the CPU. But yeah, it's more, the GPU is still, I mean, 96, 94, 97 isn't 99, but I still think a better GPU it could use more. Okay, so I put the, let's go here real quick and pause that. So I put the 1060 3 gig in, and I was getting upper 1600 megahertz when I was pushing it. I'm gonna try in a game real quick. I got 116% on the power limit and nice fan curve, so we're good. Okay, let's do the test again. Let's go, I guess the same as I had it before. It's 15, almost 1600. $1,100 frames, let's go. Alright, single, continue. Oh, I did it refreshed. Advanced, 4x MA8 is go 8. Okay, so 8x, MSAA, wait for VSync, disabled, enable, very high, high, don't go higher. Okay. Okay, so now it's maxed out. Okay. Oh. Have been made. What? Okay, everything's good. Disregard. Disregard. Everything's good. Okay, so I need to raise my sensitivity. 285 FPS. What was I getting before? I think I was getting around 285, 286. Okay. The usage on the GPU is 43. I think maybe, is there a cap? There can't be a cap. 286, it won't go higher. There might be a cap in this game, guys. I may have to look into that and see if I can uncap
There should be
it.
a portal device on that podium over there.
It won't go higher than this.
Oh!
Oh, there's 94% usage for a second.
Hello? Can you see the portal gun?
280s. Okay, so there might...
Also, are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, and I'll come back.
Such a good game. Such a good game. Okay, so there might be a cap on that. Let's try let's try Tomb Raider. What? Alt F4 didn't do that? Whatever. I don't know why they have that effect. It looks like it's like glitching out. Double check on the settings. I'm gonna make sure they're the same, guys, just so you can see what you'd be getting and then how much headroom you have, kind of thing. So custom, same settings I had before. All right. Getting 200, 180, 190, 213 frames. Okay, let's continue. Here I think I did. So yeah, if I'm going to be getting like 200 frames instead of 60s to 70s consistently, then you can definitely bump it up to higher settings. And if you have a higher refresh rate monitor, you'll be able to see it be smoother and stuff, you know. So yeah, 128 130s. So yeah, it's a lot better. Nice. 146, 140, 151, 159, 167, 180s. Just keeps on going up. So headroom. Okay, so this high CPU usage, like 80s and 90s, but it's still handling almost all of the 1063 gig. I say it's 1063 gig. I'm like specifying because for one, the VRAM is different than 6 gig because there's a 1066 gig. But it's also slightly cut down variation of it. So if you get a 1066 gig, that's actually a little bit faster than 1063 gig and 3 more gigs of VRAM. So there's something to mention. But yeah, 130s on the low side, and it gets up to 180, but and 200 actually for a second. Wow. So I'm gonna raise it. Okay, so I'll do ultra settings. I'll go 16x image optical filtering. I'm gonna leave the hair, but it'll just completely kill itself. Highest anti-aliasing, and then go ultra on shadows, and ultra on level of detail, and depth of field still off. Okay, so this is maxed out now without Hairworks. I applied already, so it's just taking a second to work. It didn't crash. Oh, there it is. Ooh, 45 FPS. Okay. 56, 57, 51. Okay, little bit too much, but there is a big difference, and shadows. I'm gonna do shadows on normal, and I'll go 2x SSAA, and I'll do level of detail on high. So I did do texture quality on ultra and anisotropical filtering. So I changed a couple things. So let's see what I'm getting now. Okay, 124. You could just leave it on that, you know, so you can experience smoother, and even if there's a more demanding scene, it'll still be like 80s and stuff, you know. So yeah, so you can change a couple things and experience a higher refresh rate. If you have a higher refresh panel and stuff, then you can get almost to that FPS, or just lower a couple things like how I had it before. Alright, let's do Rocket League now. Double check, make sure everything is good. Yep. Ah. Dang it. Come on, Magnet. Oh, he's got spikes. My teammate does. Ah. Okay, so 170s, 178, 179, 180s, so a lot higher FPS, and the usage in the 80s, so that's good. Still have a little headroom on the CPU, so it should be like using more of itself, but I guess at this moment it's not. So 68, 72 on the CPU, 55, and then 88 on the GPU. But if you did, like, say, if you had a 4K TV, you play Rocket League and get like, I haven't tested that, but you'd be probably using maybe 100% of GPU and getting like 100 FPS, or maybe a little less than 4K on this game. Alright, I think that'll be it though, guys. As you can tell, a better graphics card will get you a better experience, and the CPU can handle it. At least for the most part. There was an improvement. Of course, it wasn't like, 99% on every game, but yeah. Alright. Again, guys, to be entered and the random like drawing for this, you have to be willing to pay for shipping. So it might be $50 to $60. So even if you're like, oh, I have the money, then you know you're not just going to automatically get the PC. It's just going to be a random generator and stuff. Where I'm gonna actually have it on like I'm gonna write the YouTube names under like this video and the video where I actually talked about it. You know, write your username on cardstock, and then I'll just shuffle, you know, all the you know, participants, and then I'll pick a random one. You know, so trying to make it, you know, easy and you know, fun. All right, take care, guys.